Hello, safety fans. Welcome to another edition of Simple Safety Talks with Fumilola Oladokun. And this is a very, very special edition because we are celebrating the World Food Safety Day 2022. And the theme is such an exciting theme, which is safer food, better health. What exactly are we talking about when we're talking about safer food, better health? You know, we have been talking about food safety in this series for a very long time on how we handle our food, how we prepare our food, and how we store our food. And this whole topic about safe food eventually determines how healthy we're going to be. Apart from the nutrients in the food, how nutritious the food is, if the food is unsafe, then it's going to be very have detrimental effect on our health. So it's very important for us to know that. And so today we are just going to be talking about food safety and in the three perspectives of food handling, food preparation, and food storage. So come along with me as we discuss simple safety of the Fumilola Oladokun. And if you are new here, thank you for tuning in, and kindly smash the notification button and click the subscription button. And for all my returning subscribers, you are highly welcome. Thank you for coming. Let's go into the details. Still in the mood of World Safety Day, and so what exactly is this World Safety Day 2022? It's celebrated every 7th of June and is just an annual celebration to draw attention and to inspire action to help prevent and detect and manage foodborne risks. We have talked a lot about foodborne risks because a lot of illnesses and injuries occur when we consume unsafe food. And what exactly is safe food? Safe food is a food that is free from contaminant and will not cause harm or ill health to us. When we consume it, it is free from any form of hazard. We have discussed the 4 types of. So if you have not watched those episodes, I'm going to put a link in the description box where you can watch all the episodes with respect to what are the food contaminants that we have. And so any food, and you know, when we consume safe food, it is a guarantee for better health. And the same is the opposite. When we consume an unsafe food, it is we are actually drawing towards having an unhealthy health, and which can cause a lot of health conditions and diseases and injuries. And so we have discussed food safety before in this episode, in the previous episode. And what exactly, for as a reminder, food safety refers to the practices and procedures used in preparation, handling, and storage of food to prevent foodborne illness and injury. And so I'm going to be using this what food safety celebration 2022 to explain what food safety is. And so food safety is explained in 3 different formats: food handling, food preparation, and food storage. Food handling, food preparation, and food storage. And food safety plays a very crucial role to assure that our food that we consume is safe at every point or at every stage of the food, right from the harvesting to the consumption. So everything that we do within the process of harvesting and consumption of the food is should be done safely. And so that is why we just want to talk about food handling, we want to talk about food preparation, and want to talk about the food storage. Okay, so food handling, what exactly is food handling? These are processes involved before or after the food preparation. And when we talk about food handling, we are talking about hand washing activities, we are talking about washing of the utensils, we are talking about avoiding cross contamination, and keeping different chopping boards and all that. So those are things that we do when we are handling the food. And so it is important for us to know some of these things, that food handling is just how we handle the food prior to the real preparation of the food. And so what exactly is food preparation? What is food preparation? Food preparation also involves all the processes involved in preparation of the food before it is consumed. And so those are the baking or boiling processes, the microwaving processes, frying processes, the broiling, which is the barbecuing or grilling processes, this also the roasting or smoking processes. Then we also would like to talk about the mechanical technique process, which is the cutting, the grating, the mixing, anything that we do mechanically. Those are the mechanical techniques. And also the last, which is the chemical technique, those are the prickling technique, the marinating, the drying, anything that we do at all that involves us adding a particular type of chemical that is not harmful to the body is called the chemical technique. So all these techniques that we put together to be when preparing the food are the food preparation processes. And then the last but not the least, which is the food storage. This is storage of food before or after the cooking. And so we have three major storage that I'm going to talk about today, which is the dry storage. That is storing of items at room temperature. Dry storage, we store some type of particular type of food, which are the low risk food in dry at room temperature. The dry food, we store them at room temperature. And then we have the refrigerated storage, which is at a cool temperature but not at a freezing temperature. So those are times that we put our some of the food that we have prepared, and then we are not eating immediately, or the leftovers, we put them at the refrigeration temperature. And also our frozen food storage, which is the freezing temperature. This is where we put our raw fish and raw meat, and so that we do not, as much as possible, allow bacterial multiplication. And remember that we have talked about this freezing, and we have said that the freezing must be below 5 degrees centigrade to ensure that bacteria does not multiply. And we said that, as I said in my previous episode, that when we put our food at this low temperature, is not that we are destroying the bacteria, but we are putting the bacteria in an inactive position. And so that is our three food storage methods, which is the dry storage, the refrigerated storage, and the frozen storage. Please, it is important that we make sure that when we store food, we store it appropriately, and we make sure that they are covered, so that we don't allow rodents and rodents and other types of physical contaminants to get into our food. And so in conclusion of this celebration, it is important that we keep high risk food at 5 degrees centigrade or below, and about 60 degrees centigrade, to avoid the temperature danger zone. We have talked about this a lot in our previous episode, the temperature danger zones between 5 degrees centigrade to 63 degrees centigrade, and these are the temperature range that bacteria can multiply. And also it is also important for us to store our raw food below the cooked food, so that the juice from the raw food does not get into our cooked ready to eat food. So we should also make sure that we store our food in suitable covered containers, as I've said earlier, and avoid refreezing thawed food. Why? We have said it in earlier series, and when we thaw our food at a particular temperature, we have already given a room for the bacteria to be loose, because when we put them out of the freezing zone, the bacteria begins to work if they are left about 20 minutes and higher. And so when we now try to refreeze the thawed food, that means that we are giving the bacteria time to multiply and to do whatever they want to do in our food. And so it is important for us, so as much as you have thawed the food, it is highly advised that you prepare it and then you can put it back in the fridge. Then it's also important to always check and observe the use by dates on our food products as much as possible. And last but not least, I'm going to talk about take special care with high risk food. It is highly important for us to take special care with high risk food. And what are these high risk food? These are the ready to eat food that will live at room temperature. And so as much as possible, remember, safer food, better health. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Kindly remember to smash the notification button and the like button, and also subscribe to the page if you are yet to subscribe, and share to your friends, because food safety is everybody's business. Bye for now.